Hey guys, so you have successfully hosted your Laravel applications on Heroku and now you need to set up your database. Sure, you need to. How else could you do basic things like authentication and working around with data? In this one, I would be showing you how to get your database up and running on Heroku. And guess what? It's absolutely free. Well, let's set up our database. To set this up, you would need to go to resources once on your dashboard and add a database you would want to work with. For this project, we'll be working with ClearDB. Type it in the add-on search section and just select. Once selected, you just need to provision. There are a couple of other options you could go for, but we'll be working with the free plan and provision. I would like to point out that you would have to add your debit card before you can do this. I already added mine. Don't be scared, you won't be billed so long you work with the free Ignite plan. Once this is provisioned, you go to settings and reveal config variables. If you scroll down, you would notice that ClearDB URL has been added to your config variables. If you look closely in the ClearDB, you would notice that you have a couple of data right here, which consists of your host name, your username, password, and database name. You would be working with this ClearDB data URL later on. For now, let's add some more variables. If you go over to our Laravel application and open our .env file, you would notice that we have this block of environment variables which connects our database. So first, we'll be adding the DB connection, which is MySQL. Second, we'll be adding a database port, which over here is 3006. 3306, sorry. Yes, 3306. The next thing we would want to work with is our database, the name of our database. Now, the name of our database is found in this link in the ClearDB URL. If you look closely, you would notice that the first block is actually a database username. The second block is our database password. The third block is our database host, and the last block is our database name. So I would be copying this and pasting here. Add. Next, I would want to add our database username. If you go over to the ClearDB, the first block is our username. Next, I would want to add the database password. Over back at our ClearDB URL, this second block is the password. And last but not least, we would need our database host. You can also get this in your link, and the host is the last block. Once this is done, we have practically included all needed environment variables to set up our database. Next, you would want to run the artisan command to migrate your database. Do scroll up, hit more, and run console. Heroku does have its own console built in where you can run your normal artisan command. So I would run php artisan migrate. It will take a while, and if you notice, it did actually migrate, but we do have an issue, and this issue comes from our user table, noting that email hasn't been given a default key length. So to fix this, you would go over to our code and we'll go to our app, provider, and app service provider. Once in here, you would want to import the schema to help with this and paste this here. Next, you would want to define your default string length, and this is done by writing this block of code in your register, being schema default string length, and you can see it's already giving me options, and I will set this to 191. Save. Once saved, you would want to push your code to GitHub. I would add and push. Once this has been pushed, we would go back to our terminal and ensure that Heroku has built a new image for our website. As you can see, I already have automatic build running, so it has automatically built for us. So we would go back to settings, more, and hit console. Now we would try and run the command again. Now we have made the changes, but the previous table has been recorded. You would want to run the PHP artisan migrate fresh command to actually delete every record in our database and run the migrate command afresh. So you would want to click on run another command, and the command would be PHP artisan migrate fresh. Run. And this will basically delete all the records in our DB and run it all over again. As you can see, it says it drops all tables successfully and it migrated all tables successfully. One thing to note is over time you might actually find it stressful coming over to Heroku to always run your migrations each time you have a new migration record. The solution for this would be to create a worker which will automatically run the migration command for you each time your website is being called. It's a very good way to have Heroku always run migrations automatically. The way I do it is you would go to your proc file and you would want to add a worker over here, which will do that for you. To add the worker, you would simply just say write worker, and then you would just put in the command you would want it to do. And what this worker will do is it will always run this command for you each time your website is being loaded. So now we've added this, let's push our code to GitHub. Now we just want to push our code. Now this is done, you would want to activate this worker. So just because you wrote the worker doesn't mean it's going to be active. To activate this worker, you would go over to your Heroku dashboard, and again you would want to make sure that this build has gone through. You can see it went through. Go over to resources, and you could just basically reload the site because it takes a while to pop up. So I'm just going to reload my dashboard. Just going to reload the site, and once I reload it, you could immediately see that the worker is right here, but it's not active. You just need to hit the edit, this pencil edit button over here, and all you just need to do is turn it on and confirm. Now each time someone goes to your website, Heroku will automatically run this command for you, so you don't have to always come over to Heroku to always run your migrations manually. This will make it a lot much faster. I do hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Please do like and subscribe to get notified for upcoming videos as soon as they come out. I would really much appreciate it. Till the next one, bye.